All right, Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
We the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out. The priest of gospel of the kingdom. But before all that, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash.
And Shalom to the nation of Israel. This is James 5:11. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy.
That's right. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, those of us and those of you who have endured and who are enduring until the end, okay, going through this long suffering period, well, the Lord is going to be very merciful, okay, in the day of judgment, okay, in the days to come, okay? We're about to have, you're about to have world war, okay? You're about to have pestilences on a grand level, okay? But those of us who had the testimony, those of us who believed, the Lord's going to show mercy unto us in the days to come, when when everyone else around us is going to go through a very, very dramatic time, so to speak.
This 2 Timothy 3 and verse 12, ye and all that will live godly and Hamashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecutions.
That's right. We're going to go through a lot of trials, okay? A lot of things to make it into the kingdom, okay? But everything that we're going through is for our testimony, man. No one who, you're not going to enter the kingdom without having that long suffering, okay? Without having that, that love in your heart, without having that joy, okay, for the actual kingdom, okay? So if you didn't, once again, if you worked on the inner man, okay, that's what's gonna get us out of here. The Lord said the kingdom is within. So if the kingdom is within, then that means we have to work on the inner man, okay?
This is Proverbs 18 and 12. Before destruction, the heart of a man is haughty, and before honor is humility.
That's right. So that's a double-edged sword right there. Before people's destruction, you're gonna see that pride. You're gonna see that sense of entitlement, so to speak. For grasping the things of this world. But then on the flip side of that, those who are gonna actually have mercy from on high, they're gonna be giving out that mercy. Okay. They're gonna be having a humbleness of mind, a meekness about it, okay? So it's that, once again, the Lord, he's dealing with everybody, in the sense of everyone's gonna have that judgment. You're either gonna be on the side of righteousness or you're gonna be on the side of judgment, okay? That's why it's so important to continue to work on the inner man. Everything else is gonna fade away, and is fading away as we speak. This is Ephesians chapter 3, verse 16, that he would grant you, according to the riches of his glory, to be strengthened with might by his spirit in the inner man. So the Lord, he's rooting for us, okay, to build the spirit up, okay? That's what's going to get us a good report when we leave here, man, when his return. How many people were trying to, be like me, be like Yahushai? That's what he's going to be looking for, So we want to, you want to endure, because us enduring is having, man, that's that ultimate glory, okay? Because we're going to stand with Yahushai, have a good report. You want to have a good report, man.
You got more? In Psalms 30 and 5, This is for his anger endureth but a moment, and his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.
This here, what we're going through, is only for a moment, you know. It may feel like it's been, you know, a long time in the flesh, but what we're gonna have, that kingdom, that's forever. That's why our hope is full of immortality, okay? The kingdom is gonna be forever. It's gonna endure, Salaki, it's gonna stand forever, okay? The kingdom of the Israelites, the kingdom of Yahushua. So when we're in the flesh, once again, it may feel like, you know, it's forever and we're going through a lot, but think about for the long term, you know? A lot of people have long-term goals. Well, this is the long-term goal that we need to be focused on.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
That's right. So once again, yeah, we be punished, you know, in front of certain people, okay? But our hope is full of immortality because we understand the kingdom of Yahushua is going to be a kingdom of eternal, okay? The kingdom forever, the ultimate kingdom, the kingdom of perfection, okay? So why would we set our sights on something that's going to, you know, vanish? You know, we want to set our hopes on that immortality, man.
It says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
That's right. So though we look, you know, it may seem like we're getting chastised, well, the Lord, he said he chastises those he considers children, okay? So yeah, we're getting chastised, but man, listen, on the other end, when the Lord lets up, okay, which is very soon, that's when we're gonna get that, you know, that crown, okay? That's when we're gonna get, you know, the powers, okay, the gifts that Yahushua had, okay? Lord's will, you know, we're those men.
This is for Yahweh proved them and found them worthy for himself.
That's right. So once again, all that you're enduring is because you're being proved, okay? The Lord is showing that you're approved, that you have a testimony. A lot of our people they can't say that they have it because they're not even aware of it, okay?
You just reminded me, I wanted to say it, but I forgot. When you go into the word testimony, it means being a witness.
Exactly.
And the only way to be a witness is to go through Yahushua with you. You can't be a witness if you haven't witnessed and walked in his shoes. Right. You can't witness something that you haven't witnessed. Right. You can't say, well, yeah, I was disrespected and people was coming against me and I still prayed for them. If you haven't done that, you don't have a testimony. If your testimony isn't of Yahushua, which is going through things and being hated and still showing love, keeping your integrity. If you haven't been doing that, if you don't do that, then you don't have a testimony.
God.
You're not a witness of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua.
God.
They tell you in John 12 and 26 that everybody who's of Yahushua, who believes in Yahushua, is going to follow his footsteps. They're going to do what he do.
They're going to be it says in 1 Timothy, this is going to be the pattern that he set. He set that pattern so that we can follow, you know? And like the brother said, you cannot be a witness of something unless you didn't, you know, you got to go through it. You got to see it. You got to live it. You got to breathe it. So all that enduring, man, Yahushua went through the same things, you know? Mm-hmm. So the Lord, that's actually a blessing that we get chastised through him, you know? That we know that we're getting chastised through him. Lord's will with those men and that we endure and have a good report. But it's a blessing to actually get that opportunity, man. You got something now? You got it. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 48. It says, be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. So the Lord, he wants us to be like him once again, you know? You don't have, you know, you love one another. You love, you know, your neighbor as you love yourself, man. You know, Yahushua did this, you know, he did that for us. He did that for our nation. We got to be the same way if we're going to say we follow that pattern, you know. You don't want to endure for nothing. Lord's will, we're not, you know. You want to make it count. How do you make it count? Follow what he, you know, how he was, man. Tell the people that the kingdom is at hand. Give them examples of, you know, ways to overcome certain things, you know. He wants us to be perfect, man.
But you go to the word witness, it says attestation of fact. event from personal knowledge. So personal knowledge. So something you are personally involved in. This is witness. So you got to personally be involved in it. Personally. In order to be a witness. Which also has down here one who so testifies. So how you going to testify if you have no personal knowledge? You haven't witnessed it.
This is 1 Timothy. It's like, this is 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 16. Howbeit for this cause I obtained mercy, that in me first Yahushua HaMashiach might show forth all long suffering for a pattern to them which should hereafter believe on him to life everlasting. So if you believe on life everlasting, you're going to follow that pattern. That pattern is what? Long suffering. Okay? Because our Savior, he had to do the same thing for his kingdom. Okay? He put down his life for not only himself, but he put his life down for us, man. It was written he had a kingdom, but guess what? He loved our people, that he laid his life down as a pattern for us to follow so that we get that opportunity, okay? And that's true love, man. And once again, that goes back into the fruit of the Spirit, you know? Him being gentle unto us to this day, you know? Him being meek, you know? Showing temperance.
You have one?
Nah, go ahead.
This is Philippians chapter 1, verse 29. For unto you it is given in the behalf of Hamashiach, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake.
That's right.
Having the same conflict which ye saw in me, and now here to be in me.
He did it for us, man. He did it for us. He showed us mercy. You know, he did it for our sakes. That we can participate in that kingdom of eternity, man. You know, to have, you know, be immortals, man. To rule over the nations. To rule in righteousness. To have a kingdom of righteousness and be in good standing with the Most High God. That's what this is about, man. Who has that faith, you know? And to the end. Who can show that faith unto the end? And we, you know, we fall sometimes, but once again, we exhort, you know, we comfort each other, we exhort each other, and we continue. Most importantly, we don't give up. The Lord didn't give up on us.
Ephesians 3, 4 and 17. This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind, having understanding darkened, being alienated from the life, of Yahweh through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness of their heart, being past feeling, have given themselves over unto lasciviousness to work all uncleanness with greediness. But ye have not so learned Hamashiach. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahushua, that ye put off concerning the former conversation of old men, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on a new man, which is after Yahweh, is created in righteousness and true holiness.
We're going back to the Father. That's what this ultimately is, you know? Yahushua gave us a pattern to follow, and those who are of the elect, you know, they're practicing and being in the spirit of being perfect, okay? Right now it's on a level of carnality, in the sense of, you know, we still feel the negative thoughts or certain negative things. Shalaki, family. But ultimately, the Lord, He gave us, He gave us a way of obtaining, once again, immortality, man. So we're practicing, okay? Now, some of those, there's some of our people don't understand what this is, what grace is, what this whole period is about. So they're taking advantage on the left-hand side, They're rendering evil for evil. They're having clamorous talks, They're, having evil thoughts towards one another. When, certain men and women are trying to clean themselves up. That's what this is about.
Done.
This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 2. Beloved, now are we the sons of Yahweh, and if doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him. For we shall see him as he is. And every man that hath his hope in him purifieth himself, even as he is pure. So once again, you're going through that purification phase, okay? So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you've always, all the other nations always knew there was something special about you. Well, that quote-unquote special about you is the fact that you are the gods of the planet, man, okay? But the thing is, we have to work on the inner man, okay? You can't let the negative, okay, affect you to where now you become negative. Part of being a god, so to speak, is knowing good and evil. But that doesn't mean you render evil for evil. It doesn't mean you deal on that left-hand side, So we've been given an opportunity to clean ourselves up, man.
So with that, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash.
Shalom.
Shalom.